Hey everyone, today was very exciting. I went to my very first auction. It was exciting. I was a little nervous. Definitely had to do a little bit of prep. When I mean prep by, I had watched a lot of YouTube videos before I even entertained the concept of going to an auction. But ironically, a lot of those videos were like 10 years old. So the same concept of what I thought like auctions went, which was like you'd be like, so just talking all really quickly and stuff, happened to be very accurate. But I also learned a lot of etiquette that didn't really, tell you about when you're watching those videos. A lot of it very self-explanatory. But one thing takeaway from one of the videos I watched yesterday was that really got me like, okay, let me be serious about it. If you really, really, really want an item, don't wait on it. Don't try to be like, oh, I'll find something better. Like if you really want it, go hard on it. And I think if it wasn't for that advice, I don't think I would have been able to purchase this really exciting, very exciting items today. So yeah. So the day before the auctions, they let you preview what will be auctioned off. So this is just a clip for me the day before, just seeing what they were having to, bid on and to see what I'm looking at. And those are just some of the previews. What interests me into going to this particular auction today was the fact that they posted a lot of previews of a lot of items that were being bidded off and sold before you could attend. And a lot of it happened to be a lot of Black Americana, but also a lot of really cool like vinyls and records that really caught my eye. Luckily, I went 2 days prior to the auction, and I got to preview some of those items, actually visually see it, do a little bit more research, and I'm glad I did because the pictures they show gives you a lot of great options before you even attend. You don't have to actually physically be there, but to actually look through a record box and stuff really puts in perspective what you're purchasing that day. Because a lot of the lots, they might group a lot of items. You might be interested in one particular item, but it might be like, okay, this whole shelf. And you're like, I just really want that one item, but you still got to purchase the entire shelf. And that also puts it in perspective of someone who'd be like, actually, I want everything on that shelf. So I'd rather bid high to get everything versus somebody who's like, there's only one item I'm looking for, but I really want it. So I might have to bid it all. And that also can work out because you can always talk to someone at the very end and say, hey, like, were you interested in this one thing? Can I buy it off one particular thing? Usually they do, and sometimes you're like, no, but it's all about like community and talking to people. So for anyone that's trying to get into auctions or, attending one, definitely read the rules and regulations before you attend. That saved me a lot of time. Like, for example, for this particular one I went to, this auction house, you have to pay a $20 deposit. You get it back at the end of, at the end after you bought something, after you didn't buy something. It just gives you the paddle. So I ended up winning the bid for the item I was very interested in. Now, let me tell you, I had a limit and luckily it stayed under that limit, but I got very close and probably going over my limit because I'm like, listen, I did the research. I really want this item. And also like, come on, y'all. Like, and I'll be honest, you kind of like when you look at an item in auction house, you're kind of looking at everyone else looking at it. And I was like, okay, no one's eyeing it. Okay, I might have it. I can chill out. I don't got to be too anxious about it. But then there was a few people looking into the items I was interested in. I was like, and they're like 50, 50, 50, 50. They want to go 60, 60, 60. And then I go up again because someone did 60. Okay, 70, 70, 70. They want to go 70, 70. And I was like, oh, it's 70 again. I'm like, and they said 80, 80, 80. And more people. I was like, what was y'all interest in this item? Now, where I was sitting, I didn't get to see the people behind me, and I think I kind of am glad that I wasn't watching the people who were bidding against me because I was more focused on like, okay, the item I'm looking at, like whoever cares, I knew what my number was and I knew what my limit was going to be, but I could be like, yo, y'all keep running it up. Y'all telling me that this is you thinking the same way I'm thinking, and you want this item and you know what it's worth and know the investment in that. So then I was like, okay, there was like 80, 80, 80, 80, go up again, 90, 90, go up again. I'm like again, I'm focused on what is going on. And I ended up winning the bid. I happened to pay, no one wanted to go top my number, and it was under the original number of cash I brought. So I'm happy for it because that was the only item I was interested in, and I had my budget that was set and it was under. So as you can tell from the clip of what I actually ended up getting, I'm just going to show some of my favorites so far, like finding, and then I'm just going to show like probably a speed of everything that was in that container.